Chapter 1. Rock bottom. Broke. You own nothing. You have nothing. No bank account. No address. No safety net. You're surviving on whatever you can scrape together today. Maybe from someone's generosity. Maybe from odd jobs. Maybe from absolutely nothing at all. Every single day is about one thing and one thing only. Survival. Where am I sleeping tonight? Where is my next meal coming from? Is it safe here? You carry everything you own in a bag. You know which shelters have space and which ones don't. You know which restaurants throw food out at closing time. You learn the city in a way nobody else does, not as a place to live, but as a place to survive. You're invisible to the world. People walk past you like you don't exist, like you're a shadow, not because you're worthless, but because the world has no category for you yet. This is the floor, the absolute bottom. There is nowhere lower, but this is also where the story starts. Chapter 2. First job, first dollar. Then something changes. You get a job. Maybe it's $9 an hour, maybe $12, maybe it's stacking shelves at midnight or washing dishes until your hands crack. Doesn't matter. What matters is that for the first time, there's a number, a paycheck with your name on it. And the feeling of holding that first check is something no millionaire fully remembers, because it's not just money. It's proof. Proof that you exist, proof that someone, somewhere decided your time was worth something. You cash it and you stand there for a second longer than you need to. Because this is real, but the math is brutal. $1,500 a month. Rent eats most of it. Food takes the rest. Transport, phone, the basics, gone. You have nothing left over. You're working 40 hours a week just to break even. And breaking even feels like winning. You're exhausted every single night. Your feet hurt, your back hurts. But you go back the next morning because this small fragile thing you have is better than what came before. You're not climbing yet. You're just stopping the fall. But for the first time in a long time, you believe there's a ladder somewhere above you. Chapter 3. Stability. $30,000 a year, you have a used car that mostly works. You have an apartment that's small and loud and not in a great neighborhood. But it's yours, your name is on the lease, and the first night you sleep there, you sleep differently. From the outside, this doesn't look like success. From the inside, it feels like oxygen after years of drowning. You stop doing math in your head at the grocery store. You stop choosing between the doctor and the electric bill. You have $2,000 in savings and you check it more than you should just to make sure it's still there, just to feel it. But you're still fragile. You're still one bad month from sliding back. Car breaks down, you feel it in your chest before you even look at the repair bill. Unexpected expense and your $2,000 disappears overnight. The anxiety doesn't disappear at this stage. It just gets quieter. It goes from a scream to a hum. And a hum you can live with. You're surviving better, you're breathing, but you're not building yet, you're just maintaining. And deep down, you already know that maintaining isn't enough, not for you. Chapter 4, working class. $40,000 to $55,000 a year. You're getting by. You pay your bills most months, you have a small emergency fund, maybe $4,000, maybe $5,000. It'll last you 2 months if you lose your job. You're not poor anymore, but you're not comfortable either. You work 40 plus hours a week and you come home tired and you do it again the next day and the day after that. One bad month and you're drowning. One medical bill and your savings disappear completely. One layoff and you're back at the beginning. This is where most people spend their entire lives. Not because they're lazy, not because they don't try, because the system is perfectly designed to keep you exactly here. Earning just enough to survive but never quite enough to break free. But something inside you has shifted. You're asking different questions now, not just how do I get through this week, but why does it feel like I'm running on a treadmill? And more importantly, how do I get off it? Chapter 5, middle class, $75,000 to $100,000 a year. You own a home. It's modest, but it's yours. 2 cars, both paid off, a 401k with something actually in it. You can afford a vacation once a year. Nothing luxury, but real. You go somewhere, you leave the city, leave the routine, sit somewhere different for a week. And that matters more than you expect because it proves to you that your life has room in it now. You're not stressed about groceries anymore, but you're still stressed about money. College tuition is terrifying. Medical bills still hurt. Home repairs feel like ambushes. You feel like you made it, and in many ways you have. But here's the truth, nobody says out loud. You're still one major crisis away from paycheck to paycheck. You stop working and your lifestyle disappears in 6 months. You have comfort, you have stability, but you don't have freedom. And the difference between comfort and freedom is something you feel every single morning when the alarm goes off and you have no choice but to get up. Chapter 6, 6 figures, $100,000 a year. You said it out loud once and it felt unreal. The number you used to dream about when you were eating whatever was cheap, when you were counting change, when the idea of six figures felt like a different universe entirely. And now you're here, and it's genuinely good. You own a nicer home, you drive a better car, you eat at real restaurants, and you don't check the price of things before you order. But then something strange happens that nobody warned you about. The goalpost moves. The people around you make $200,000, $300,000. The neighborhood you moved into has houses that cost 3 times yours. Six figures doesn't feel like rich. It feels like entry level. And that comparison is uncomfortable, but it does something important. It shows you that the ceiling is higher than you thought. So you stop selling your time by the hour and you start building something. A business, a brand, a portfolio, and a system that generates money while you sleep. And that shift, from trading time for money to building something that works without you, is the most important mental transition of your entire life. Chapter 7, First Million. Net worth crosses $1 million. Nobody throws you a parade. There's no trophy, no phone call, no moment where the world stops and acknowledges what just happened. You just refresh a number on a screen and it's sitting there, quietly. 7 figures. And the feeling is completely different from what you imagined. You spent years fantasizing about this moment. You thought it would feel like euphoria. Instead, it feels like something quieter, something steadier. Peace. The specific, profound silence of knowing that if something goes wrong, you will be okay. For the first time in your entire life, the math is on your side. You sit there for a while and you think about the person you were at the beginning. Invisible, carrying everything in a bag, eating whatever you could find, and you realize that person didn't just survive. That person, against everything, built this. Not luck, not a shortcut, just hundreds of small decisions, hundreds of painful months, and one relentless refusal to stop climbing. Chapter 8, $10 million. Now you have real money. $5 million to $10 million net worth. You own property, multiple properties. Your investment income alone covers your lifestyle. And then some. You don't have to work anymore. That sentence used to be a fantasy. Now it's just a fact. You work because you want to, because you choose to. You fly business class. You have a financial advisor. You have people who handle things. Your kids will never know what it felt like to stress about a grocery bill, to choose between 2 necessities, to feel the specific shame of not being able to afford something everyone else takes for granted. And that, giving them that, means more to you than any number on any screen. The anxiety you carried for years, the low, constant hum of financial fear that lived in the back of your mind every single day, is gone, and the silence it leaves behind is almost disorienting. Your brain has to relearn how to operate without survival mode running in the background. Chapter 9, $100 million, ultra high net worth. You're in the 0.1%. You sold a company or built something that changed an industry or both. $10 million primary residence, multiple vacation properties on multiple continents. You own a private jet, not the biggest, but it's yours. You have a full staff, personal assistant, private chef, security, detail. Your investment income is $2 to $5 million per year without you lifting a finger. You never fly commercial, you never wait in line, you never hear the word no. You walk into rooms and people already know your name before you say it. You have access to things that money can't usually buy. The right people, the right conversations, the opportunities that never get advertised publicly. Most people will never meet anyone at this level, but you remember every single chapter that came before it. You remember the floor, and that memory is the most valuable thing you own. Chapter 10, Billionaire, the club with 2,000 members on the entire planet. You built an empire or you created something that fundamentally changed the way the world works. Your companies employ thousands of people. Your decisions ripple through entire economies. You own homes in every major city, each one worth more than most people will earn in 10 lifetimes. Your yacht is 300 plus feet. It has its own helicopter. You have a fleet of private jets on standby. You're not just connected to powerful people, you fund them. You shape policy without holding office. Your philanthropy doesn't just donate to causes, it builds institutions. Hospitals carry your name, universities carry your name, research programs that will outlive you by a century carry your name. You're in rooms where trillion-dollar decisions are made over dinner. Money stopped being the goal somewhere along the way. Legacy replaced it. Impact replaced it. You're no longer building for yourself. You're building for the version of the world that exists after you're gone. And somehow, impossibly, you still remember the floor.